Hi, and in this video I'm going to go through the achievements that you can get in the Emerald Nightmare raid towards the Glory of the Legion Raider. This will reward the Mount Grove Defiler. Now you'll have to complete achievements in all the raids in 7.1 to get the overall achievement, but this video is just going to take you through what you need to do for the Emerald Nightmare encounters. So first of all, on Nithendra, don't bother buffing, don't bother eating, don't bother flasking, don't bother with the damage meter, I'm not going to be on it. What we have to do on this one is stomp on glow bugs. It says squish 15 glow bugs. Now you may not have seen these, I certainly didn't know what these were until we started to do the achievement on them. They appear towards the end of the Heart of the Swarm phase. There's usually about 4 of them appear around the outer edge of the room, and you have to click on them to squish them. You have to be very clear that you've got 15. It doesn't appear to be easy to track, so you'll have to have people call out when they've got one. In theory, you can do this in 4 Heart of the Swarm phases, but you will need at least that. But in practice, we went for a 5th one just to make sure, absolutely sure that we had them. This will, of course, mean not beasting the boss, not doing loads of damage on the boss. I just didn't bother at all. I stayed out towards the edge. One little point, try not to drop rot right at the edge, because that's where the glow bugs will appear. Admittedly, they should have sort of moved towards the boss by the time they appear, but it just to be certain. For Ursoc, Scare Bear, you have to first of all free an NPC called Tur Ragepaw. You may notice this happy little chappy being surrounded by tentacles and enemy furbolgs as you're dealing with the trash before you go into Ursoc's main area. So you'll have to, of course, kill all those mobs around him, free him. Don't forget to pat him, because that's how you get legendaries. I'm not kidding, that's how it works. And then just kill Ursoc normally, but make sure your healers have got him as a focus target so that they can make sure he doesn't die. And that's all you really need to do. Elaretha Renferal is one of the trickier ones. There are a number of egg sacs that are pulsing. You can tell which ones are the pulsing egg sacs because they have a sort of red graphic around them. These need to be stomped on or just otherwise moved into during the encounter before you kill the boss. They are spread far and wide. They are not only located around all the platforms, but also off the platforms. So what you'll have to do to get to those realistically is get someone with a feather to jump down to them. You may not be able to jump back up again, but that shouldn't really matter if you've got enough people to take the boss down. For the Dragons of Nightmare, you have to make sure that everyone goes into each of the portals and collects a dream essence. These are just yellow orbs that are wandering around. You run over them to get a buff. You need to go into each of the portals to get each of these buffs. Now, of course, that means everyone has to do it. So you're going to have 2 groups, essentially. A small force to tank the dragons, while everyone else runs into each portal to run over the green orbs to get the buffs. Check that you have got all 4 buffs. It'll last the whole fight. It's not a duration on it. And then you need to go back out and you need to do some sort of swap so that the rest of the people who were out tanking and healing on the dragons while everyone else was doing that can go in and get their buffs as well. It is absolutely vital that everyone does this. It's not a personal achievement. Everyone in the raid has to have it or it won't work at all. For Il'gynoth, you need 20 Nightmare Explosions. This is what happens when you kill an Ichor, to happen within 10 seconds of each other. Now, realistically what this means is that you need not to kill Ichors at all. You need to build up so that you've got 20 of them at least, and then blow them all up at the same time under the eye. Obviously, it's only realistic to do this on normal mode where you won't take ridiculous amounts of damage. Unless, of course, you stand in the middle of them all and you're not a paladin. After that, just kill the boss as normal. Jobs are good. Cenarius is one of those types of achievement which are not uncommon, where realistically you'll have to kill Cenarius several times to get it. You have to be able to cleanse each of the 4 ads to be able to get this. You don't have to do it all in one go, of course. We're showing here cleansing the dragons each time, but you'll need to make sure at some point you've cleansed the dragons, you've cleansed the wisps, you've cleansed the treant, and you've cleansed the dryads. But as I say, it doesn't have to be in the same attempt. You can build it up over time. Obviously, the most unlikely thing you will have had to cleanse, the last one, is very likely to be the dragons, because not many people cleanse the dragons. Finally, Xavius. Now, out of the dark, there is a creature that you need to defeat in each phase. So it's absolutely vital you do not push Xavius into phase 2 until you have created this ad. It's hiding in the dark, so what you'll have to do is to run around in the dark, trying not to take damage and trying to find it. Then what happens is you do that for a few minutes, realise you ain't going to find it, so then you just wipe. I log off and get my Demon Hunter on, and then use Spectral Sight to find it immediately. I'm sure there will be other things that can find it other than a Demon Hunter, some special abilities and potions, I'm not sure. But certainly a Demon Hunter makes it trivial. It's not enough to find it. What I tried doing first of all was just getting it as my target, but other people couldn't target it. So I have to move into the dark and use Throw Glaive to actually get it to aggro, at which point you just drag it back in and everyone else can see and target it. And then you kill the ad and then move into the next phase. In phase 2, there'll be another one to find, so make sure you can find that. And the same in phase 3. It is important that you kill all these ads. It's not enough to just to find them. You have to, if you note on the achievement there, you have to kill them all and then defeat Xavius for the achievement to work. And there we go. Those are all the achievements from the Emerald Nightmare. And then what you'll need to do is wait until we can do the ones in Trial of Valor and Nighthold, and then we'll be able to get this ugly ass mount. So I hope you found that interesting. If you did, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And until next time, I'll see you later.